In 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, here we go. This match is going to be sick. 1678 ripping out in auto, picking up a second cube. Meanwhile, their partners are already up and balanced. So far, Citrus is going on their third. Robo Wranglers whiff on the third. Looks pretty neck and neck, but Red Alliance does have that balance at the end. Teleop starts. Citrus and the Wranglers whipping across the field, trying to get those cones up as quickly as they can. I think we might see some high-speed collisions in this match. There are too many fast, awesome teams on the field right now. 604 doing their thing, picking up cones off the ground. That robot, if you direct your attention to the blue side of the field, placing a cone, if you haven't seen them, just keep your eye on that robot for a little bit. It is super cool in the way that it picks up stuff off the ground and transfers it inside of itself. Great job by 604 this year. Meanwhile, 7157 missing a cone, but it falls into the lower part of the grid, so that'll still count for some points. Their partners, Citrus Circuits, though, making up for it by scoring a cone up high with ease. Right now, we've got a minute and 20 seconds left in this match, and Blue Alliance is up, ever so slightly on the big board, 95-88. But Blue Alliance is screaming across the field, 148, the Robo Wranglers, trying to pick up a cone and go score it. Big hit by Citrus on the Millennium Falcons there. Looks like both teams survived that unscathed. We'll see how long they can last. Citrus has already broken a part of their robot today, so we'll see if they can keep up, with these robot hits, see if their intake can keep it going. With 40 seconds left in this match, the score is virtually tied, 122-120. Big hit in the middle of the field as Mutbotics and the Millennium Falcons tussle a little bit out there. Both seem to be unscathed. And that sound means there's 30 seconds left. It looks like Millennium Falcons have taken a big hit from Citrus, and they are not moving on the side in the middle of the field here. That's going to be big for the end of this match. They also seem to be touching the charge station. We'll see if that turns into a penalty. Right now, it looks like Red Alliance has their grid full, and they're going to get 3 robots up, and they do it as the match timer expires. Blue Alliance only able to get a dock not engaged on 2 robots. Those were the number 1 and number 2 ranked teams going up against each other, but I think at the end of this one, we're going to have a little shuffle in the rankings. We'll be right back to see how that works out. All right, it looks like the Red Alliance was able to take that match 199-156. That catapults the Citrus Circus into first place, and Robo Wranglers are going to move down into 8th. They're still in the top 8, so they're within striking distance of number 1. But that was a pretty cool match. I would love to see a little bit more of it. How about RSN? Maybe you could show us a little more?
All right, 1678 taking the number 1 seed right now. We'll have more about the top 8 and the top 10 a little bit later on, but Emerson, what did you see in that match, especially from Blue Alliance there?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, right from the start on the Blue Alliance, the autonomous mode for the Millennium Falcons did not get that engaged or even on the control panel. So the Blue Alliance kind of started out, behind from the beginning. And then the object scoring throughout the match was actually pretty even. Blue Alliance missing the full grid by one object, even though they had 3 nodes that were supercharged, so those don't actually count. But from an object perspective, Blue Alliance was only 1 object behind the Red Alliance. But unfortunately, also the Millennium Falcons going down at the end of that match didn't allow the Blue to get a triple balance, so from then, there's really nothing they could do.
Yeah, they were going across the field, got hit by a red robot. They ended up losing connection, it looks like, onto the field. Thankfully, not in a position to get any major penalties, it looked like, so they weren't really just making the Red Alliance's bridge balance that much difficult, but ended up not being able to participate in that end game, which we've talked about many times in the last hour, so very, very critical here. Let's take a look at our next qualification match coming up here. It's going to be match number 27 over here. World champions, 44-14 over on the Blue Alliance. They're up again. Emerson, what do you see over here for the next match?
Well, we have, like you said, High Tide on the Blue Alliance, and on the Red Alliance, we have Team 1538. They're a Hall of Fame team here in the FRC community, and they have been performing very well all week, and probably one of the best robots that this team has ever built. Just having an absolutely incredible season, and it's great to have them here at Chezy Champs, showing everybody what they've got.
Yeah, over also on Blue Alliance, 3538. That's the
Robo Jackets.
Robo Jackets, right? Steve always calls it something else, but they are the Robo Jackets. In fact, they've been doing a good job at this event. We've talked about that they've been practicing a lot, had a lot of competitions, still have a lot more competitions to go.
Yes.
Their robot hopefully will make it through to the end, so I'm eager to see how they do over here on this match.
Well, they actually told me yesterday that they brought their entire robot here in checked luggage.
Oh my goodness.
They took their entire robot apart, got here, put the entire thing back together. But not only that, they weren't sure if they could do it, so they did that in their shop. They took their robot apart, put it back together in their shop, then took it apart again to put it in their luggage, and then put it back together when they got here.
Well, this robot brought to you by Southwest's free checked bags. We'll send it down to the field and get ready for qualification match number 27.